All right. Today we're going to dive into a protocol that's, well, it's not just an improvement for the AI industry. You could call it a critical intervention. We're talking about a solution to a massive, multi-billion-dollar crisis that is happening right now, and it's threatening the very future of the AI economy. So let's just take a look at the scale of the problem we're dealing with. So, this number you're looking at, that's not a market forecast. That is the cost of a single copyright settlement. One AI company, Anthropic, paid that to a group of authors. And believe me, with the lawsuits piling up, this is just the first little tremor before a massive earthquake hits the entire industry. You see, the thing is, AI companies are fighting a war on two different fronts. On one side, you've got a speed crisis. Their agents are crawling the web like it's 1999, taking up to 20 seconds just to scrape one page. It's incredibly slow. And on the other side, and this is the one that keeps CEOs up at night, you have a legal crisis. Every single one of those slow scrapes is a potential lawsuit, creating a mountain of legal and financial risk. And look, this isn't some what-if scenario down the road. This slide lays out the damage in black and white. That Anthropic settlement, it basically set the price for piracy at over $3,000 per book. You've got giants like Disney going after Midjourney. The New York Times is battling OpenAI over fair use. And all these suits against Perplexity show that even the newer tricks like RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation, won't save you. The walls are definitely closing in. Okay, so that's the problem, and it's a big one. So let's talk about the solution. Instead of trying to navigate this slow, legally toxic dirt road of web scraping, there's now a fast lane. And that fast lane is built on something called a content pocket. Now, think of it this way. Web scraping is like sending an AI to the grocery store with a really vague shopping list. It has to wander the aisles, find all the ingredients, and then cook a meal from scratch. A pocket, on the other hand, is like a perfectly prepared meal kit, totally structured, ready for instant use. It's a creator's entire library, all the text, transcripts, metadata, neatly packaged up and ready for an AI agent to just plug right into. The performance jump here it's just staggering. When you move from scraping to direct access, we're not talking about a little tweak here. We are looking at a 10,000-fold increase in speed. We're cutting retrieval time from 20 seconds all the way down to just milliseconds. I mean, that's a fundamental shift in efficiency. But this is the number that really matters. This is the number that gets the attention of every executive and every legal team. Zero legal risk. Why? Because every single connection to a pocket is contractual. It's fully compliant from the very first millisecond. That whole multi-billion-dollar liability problem, it just vanishes. Now, this isn't just a cool idea on a whiteboard. This is working infrastructure. So let's look at how it's actually being put into practice with a real-world partner, the massive creator Darmon Studios. We're talking over 19 billion views, a giant, prime target for AI scraping. The beauty of this whole integration is how simple it is. It causes zero disruption. When the post-production team, led by Octavio Perez, exports their final video, their workflow just splits in two. Path A is business as usual, upload to YouTube. But at the exact same time, Path B is an automated API push to the Met-Staamp engine. The creative team, they don't have to change a thing. And you can see it right here. This is the actual integration spec. It is designed for absolute simplicity. It just hooks in at the very end of their process, long after all the creative work is done. It's a parallel process, which means it never, ever holds up their main distribution to YouTube or Facebook. Okay, so what about the thousands of videos Darmon has already put out? That's where the bulk ingestion process comes in. It's this fully automated system that goes in, maps their entire YouTube channel, pulls all the metadata and transcripts, and then generates a unique pocket for every single video. It fingerprints the content, registers it, and just like that, their 19.5 billion view library becomes a protected, monetizable asset overnight. And the best part? The creator doesn't have to lift a finger to manage any of this. The Met-Staamp team handles the whole thing. The creator literally just gives them their channel URL, and the system does the rest. It's a true done-for-you service that unlocks a ton of value with almost no effort. So we've solved the speed problem, we've solved the content problem, but what about that giant legal mess? How do you solve that without spending months and months in negotiations? Well, this is the real game changer. The protocol is the contract. Let that sink in for a second. That one simple statement changes everything. It completely gets rid of the need for armies of lawyers and these long, drawn-out licensing deals that slow everything down to a crawl. The legal framework is literally baked right into the technology. Here's how it works, and it's a model you already know. Think of the iTunes agreement. So an AI agent from, say, Google or OpenAI discovers a DARM in Pocket. It tries to connect. That request gets intercepted by the agreement service. And the simple technical act of making that connection, well, that counts as legal acceptance of the terms. It's instant, it's automatic, and it's legally binding. So let's just put it all together. You go from a 20,000 millisecond legally toxic web scrape to a 30 millisecond fully licensed and perfectly structured data pull. The AI company gets the speed and the quality it needs, and the creator gets the control and the payment they deserve. Everybody wins. So the DARM-MARIN integration is really the beachhead. It's the proof of concept. It's what allows this solution to scale from one massive creator to the entire digital economy. Now, the big question any investor is going to ask is, well, why can't Google just build this? And the answer comes down to two really fundamental conflicts. First, a structural one. Every dollar an AI company pays a creator for their content is a dollar that comes out of their profit margin. Asking them to build a fair payment system is like asking an oil company to build the EPA. It's just not in their interest. And second, there's a huge trust problem. Creators are never going to trust a system where Google is grading its own homework. This layer has to be independent. And that's exactly why this isn't just another product. We're building a fundamental protocol for the internet. You know, just like HTML defined how we see content online and SMTP defined how we send email, Pockets will define how AI agents retrieve and pay for content. It's basic infrastructure. And I mean, just look at the size of this opportunity. Pocket sits right at the intersection of the $250 billion creator economy and the more than $1 trillion AI market. It's the central toll booth, it's the essential pipe that connects the two biggest forces on the internet today. And you have to understand the urgency here. The clock is ticking, and it's ticking fast. This idea was just conceived last year. Today, there's working infrastructure, 6 provisional patents filed, and the first major creator network is ready to come on board. The first company that solves this problem gets to define the standard for the entire industry. And that window, it's closing. So what does this actually look like in dollars and cents? Well, using DARMAN as the model, the numbers are pretty compelling. You've got a one-time value from settling all the past infringements, and that's based on real numbers from the Anthropic case. But the real prize is the recurring revenue, projected between $18 and $73 million a year just for this one creator network. So let's just recap the opportunity. You launch with a huge founding creator, Darman Studios, to prove the model works at scale. You then leverage their network of 10,000 other creators to all go live at once, which makes Pockets the undeniable open standard. From there, you own the essential toll booth between all AI and all creator content. You're basically building the ASCAP for the entire AI economy. Look, this isn't just another product. This is a foundational piece of infrastructure for the internet. A toll booth is being built right now to manage the flow of value between AI and human creativity. The only real question left is who's going to be the one to build it.